You are watching Sipping Off the Cuff on TequilaAficionado.com.
I'm Mike Morales, this guy over here.
And I'm Alex Perez. And we are going to be tasting together, because I've already had the privilege of tasting this.
And it was a privilege.
Casa Dragones.
Alex has been fortunate. If you watch us and follow us on Tequila Aficionado, you know that Alex has done 2 podcasts with Berta Gonzalez Nieves.
And their CEO. Their CEO and founder.
And co-founder, with Bob Pittman, who you may remember from MTV. Anyway, and you also may have read our article on Tequila Boss Ladies. And we mentioned Berta as well there. So if you haven't, you can find us there on the website, tequilaaficionado.com. But Alex has had the fortunate the distinction of all of us here at Tequila Aficionado to be the only one to taste Casa Dragones. I told him, I said, I've never had it. I can't get anyone to send me a sample. But Alex was, he's founder of Tequila Aficionado. He's the actual mucky muck. And he got, you interviewed her, Berta, where?
Well, Berta was kind enough to meet me at the Chateau. What is it? Chateau Momo?
Chateau Momo.
Okay.
In Beverly Hills.
And it was actually an interesting interview because I showed up with all my gear and I couldn't use any of it.
If Alex ever shows up with all his gear,
for the privacy of the guest, I couldn't take anything out. So I actually had to jimmy up one of our mics and get it operated with a battery. Actually, no, with one of our recorders, and that's what we were able to use. That's why you see us, we're whispering. You don't see us because we're not on video. I wasn't allowed to use video. So we are basically passing the mic back and forth to each other while we're tasting the tequila.
And I didn't know how difficult that interview was.
Yeah.
But kudos to Señorita Gonzalez, because what a trooper, to have gone through all that difficulty.
Yeah, she's great.
For us, which is great. And again, if you haven't heard the audio podcast, check it out on tequilaaficionado.com. You'll find it.
Great lady. Great young lady.
She looks beautiful. And obviously, there's a lot to be said about women in the business. Again, a trailblazer with what she's doing. I understand, Alex, because correct me if I'm wrong, you're the expert on this tequila between the two of us.
I wouldn't say that, but...
Well, you've had it more than I have, and I've never tasted it because I just wasn't privy to that. So, tell me what I should look for. What are the certain things that Berta made you do to appreciate the tequila?
Well, she has the whole process of neutralizing your nose, so to speak, by maybe smelling your hand and doing dividing the glass in different sections, which we already do when we do our tastings, and you watch us do that. I'm not a big fan of neutralizing. I don't think it's really necessary to do that.
Well, the neutralizing, that's like resetting your
you're resetting
your olfactory senses.
Right.
Some tastings will do the opposite. Some tastings will adjust your senses so that you can pull out what they want you to pull out.
Right.
Like they'll have a little tray. Maybe some of you have done some tastings in Mexico or here in the United States, and you'll see a little monkey dish, and you'll see lime zest. Monkey dish. It's a little dish. That's what they call a monkey dish.
A monkey dish?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know.
It's a monkey dish.
I did not know that.
A saucer. It's a saucer.
A saucer.
Okay. So they'll have like lime zest. Lemon zest,
right.
Maybe orange rinds, something like that.
Well, it's almost like a component tasting then.
Exactly. So what she was doing the opposite. As you reset your olfactory senses with those, with cinnamon or coffee, which is the strongest scent ever is coffee. That she's resetting your senses so that you smell nothing and all you get is
correct.
Okay. So that's the process behind that technique.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, you can listen to what the interview for more information. I suggest you do that.
Okay.
Not you, but you.
Well, no. Me too, because I've never tasted this.
Now it's interesting because this is a a joven.
Okay, so that is a mark, an expression that is often overlooked in the business. But this one is an interesting joven because it's a combination. It's a mixture of blanco and extra añejo.
Right.
Is that right?
Right.
And so what?
And then you don't expect that because it's crystalline.
But they filter
clear.
out the color.
Exactly.
Correct? Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you would see the aging in the color. Obviously, you don't see it because it's been filtered out. But the taste is there.
Okay. So wait. I didn't wash my hand.
Where have your hands been, Mike?
Onions. I had a burger before I got here. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We know as tasters that one thing you don't do is you don't want to wash your hands or wear strong cologne. Wash your hands with soap that's heavily scented. No lotions or creams. All right, and we don't do that. So we don't even add deodorant and well, I won't tell you what Alex smells like, but anyway.
I smell like tequila.
Yeah. So what am I looking for, Alex?
Well, what we always look for. We're looking for the you're looking for some legs.
Mm-hmm.
Again, in some tequilas it means something, in others it doesn't. The viscosity of the tequila. In some you'll notice if maybe they've added glycerin to it or not. You can also get that in the mouthfeel. But it looks like a very delicate, tequila in the glass.
And it's not crystalline. I mean, the color, it may look, rather crystalline in the bottle, but it really isn't. I wouldn't say it's murky or anything.
No, it's almost like a platinum.
Yeah. It's not shiny, it's not a pristine look, but
in fact, it came with a little book.
I'm not getting the legs that you're getting. I'm getting
some notes in here.
it's like sheets.
Yeah, I've got a lot of tears, if you will.
Yeah, mine is sheeting off, which is interesting. But again, that's not the mark of a bad or good tequila. So
now what do you get in the nose?
Let's find out. Now, for transparency's sake, this bottle has been opened and has been enjoyed for a while. Alex has actually been saving it.
I've been saving it.
That's my that portion right there belongs to me. All right.
Berta, si quisiera mandarnos más.
Por favor.
Lo apreciaremos mucho.
Yeah.
What do we get in the nose?
That's really subtle, though. I'm not getting a whole lot in the nose. And maybe it's not aerated enough. It should be, actually, because it is an open, the bottle obviously is designed to seal properly. I mean, they've missed no details. It's a beautiful presentation.
It's
very
elegant.
elegant.
In fact, it comes in a beautiful box.
Yeah, check out this box. Look at that.
It's a beautiful, beautiful box. It even comes with an additional piece to seal it with.
Wow.
It's a crystal bottle.
Check that out.
Beautiful, beautiful presentation.
Wow. I feel honored.
This is actually bottle number 961.
961. So they're very limited runs with this bottle. So it's a very small batch, micro distilled, handcrafted tequila. Señorita Gonzalez is this is her baby. So she's put this together, and with a purpose and an intent.
It's got a fresh nose.
There you go. Now I'm starting to get something. It is very subtle. The bouquet not aggressive at all.
Just some hints of citrus and. Of course, you got the agave shining through, even though it is a blend. It's nice in the nose.
It's very subtle. Very subtle. Not muted, but subtle.
It's delicate.
Yeah.
It's delicate like Berta.
Not. Ooh. That's poetic. Wait.
He's bad. He's real bad.
Well, you know.
Yeah, it's got a delicate nose. I like it. It's very good. Don't spit that one out. It's very expensive tequila.
Folks, this is a $275 bottle of tequila.
Vanilla.
Yeah, there's like there's some cocoa. There's some like a little chocolate maybe.
Cocoa. You had
cocoa
in there.
Now that's obviously from the extra añejo that it's blended with and then filtered out.
Very nice. Just a touch of sweetness. It's got a nice mouthfeel to it. It's very smooth.
Wow.
Beautiful sipper.
Yeah.
Just as good as when I tasted it months ago.
And I know that Casa Dragones has affiliations with several. They do a lot of food pairings, a lot of dinners with celebrity chefs, well-known chefs in different parts of the country, in primarily New York. I can see where this tequila would be a great pairing with food. I can see where this tequila would be an excellent whatever high-end dish that you're looking for. Where this would really shine, very complimented, very much.
It's very food forward.
Yes.
Tequila.
Yeah, that's very good. Food forward. Did you make that up just now?
Just now.
That's good. I got to write that down. Food forward.
Get out of here.
That's a new phrase. That's a new buzzword. It's food forward, ladies and gentlemen.
Bertha, you can use that if you like. Okay.
No, you can't. We're not giving you the rights. I want a penny for every time you use it.
Yeah, what would you have this with?
Well, from what my research says, that Berta has recommended in the past in other articles that has been written about her, a ceviche and a specific fish. But see, I think you could go. There are food pairings that you go to that they'll use a blanco for something, they use a reposado for something else, they use the añejo for something else, and then they take an extra añejo or an añejo for dessert, right? I have a feeling this tequila it's one tequila for all your
courses.
All your courses. I think this one. I think you're right. You hear a lot about tequilas out there that try to present their image a certain way, and I'll be honest with you, there are some images that I agree with, and there's some images that I have a problem with, and I'll say I have a problem with them. This was one of them, but on the flip side, I can see where this would be, like you said, a food-forward tequila, where it's so versatile because of the nature of what type of tequila it is, because it's a Joven, that it lends itself very easily to food pairing, and it doesn't matter what it is. It could be a dessert, it could be a main course, it could be a middle course, it could be a salad, whatever. I think that, Martha Stewart and Oprah Winfrey can't be wrong all the time. All right? If Martha says, if Oprah says to me, I like this tequila, I'm going to listen. Like everybody else.
He does everything she says.
I do everything she says. And
well, they obviously have good taste.
Well, or deep pockets. That too. But you're right. It's if there's a phrase out there that we need to coin, it's food forward. It's a food forward tequila. Is it worth $275? I don't know. But is it worth trying? Yes. I'm glad I waited. How long has it been since you interviewed her? A couple of years?
It's been a while. Like a couple of years.
I think so. Yeah. Again, you can find the interviews on tequilaaficionado.com. 2 podcast interviews that Alex did with Berta, who was just a trooper. Evidently, it was The second interview was done remotely while he was on the phone, and they were filming her
in New York.
New York. So there was a lot of difficulty in producing those pieces. That she was very accommodating, and I'll have to give her credit for that because she's what a trooper. And that's because she obviously gives a darn about her brand. I like it. I would like to try it with food, and I think if there's any left, or if I ever get lucky enough to get a bottle, or if I make any money off this business, that I'll actually buy one. I would pair it with food. I don't think I'd necessarily cook with it. I wouldn't want to cook with it for the amount of money that it's worth.
Why? That'd burn off.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
No, you want to sip with.
Yeah, I want to sip this because it is subtle. It's not aggressive. It's not going to grab you by the collar and go.
It complements whatever you have.
Exactly, and I think that was the intention all along.
It's a great accompaniment.
So there you go. That's my first tasting of Casa de Dragones. I'm Mike Morales.
I'm Alex Perez. We've been enjoying Casa de Dragones. Thank you, Berta. We appreciate it. And excellent tequila. You've been watching Sipping Off the Cuff, and thanks for watching.